I'm gonna tell you guys right now, the Panda Photographer doesn't want to hear shit from anyone or any photographer because I'm going through some major problems. I've been on the phone all morning with Microsoft, right? They refuse to help me. They refuse to help me with anything but did you know Microsoft was secretly charging me for 365 without me knowing and now without even sending me a bill? Wow, Microsoft, such a lame ass company. Yes, you were charging me for 365 when I wasn't even using it when it wasn't even installed on my computer. Another is, by the way, they kept me on hold for 20 minutes before I spoke to anyone. Not only that, they transferred me from a technician to the billing department. Then I called them back about the 365. Something told me to log into my MSN account, which I haven't logged in a while. Logged into my MSN account, and there you go. 365 was actually I was being charged for 365, and I was blown away. Now, here is the issue. You see this? I have tried, and not only that tried, I actually sold one of my pieces of equipment to get my computer service. Even the technician was like, dude, I tried every freaking command and it won't give me access and kept saying denial. Let me explain what access denial means. That means you're locked out the system. Microsoft intentionally does this to Windows 10 Home Premium users. Now, this computer came with Home Premium, but it should have came with Windows 10 Professional. I don't see a lot of Windows 10 Professional users having this issue. I'm seeing more Windows 10 Premium users having this issue. Now, why do Microsoft have to unlock your computer and force you to update when I turn the update off? They should always ask me if I want to update or not, but they don't. They just go ahead and update your computer. This is why I believe that Microsoft is not listening to the consumer, don't care for the consumer, don't even want to respect the consumer when the consumer is having a bunch of issues. Now, I was told I might be able to file a civil complaint suit against Microsoft because this is damages right now. This is purposely damages right now. I'm trying to fix this issue, which is the login startup file, which means that my SSD is not detecting the boot fix or the MBR. It refuses to because Windows lock me out of my own computer. The only way I can fix this is I have to take that hard drive that something caught fire and take the the Lenovo one key recovery and restart everything like I did last time. Now, you guys saw me last time try to go through the same issue, same keystrokes, same commands. I even had this other guy, old school, help me, same stuff. I'm like, look, I'm reading his text today, and even the guys at the office at the UW were like, dude, this is not working. This is not working at all. What if he's giving you? First of all, he actually got the one of the commands wrong. He should have just told you don't put this command in front of this command. And they tried something, came close, and it still locked them out. So I just wasted money and time trying to get this computer fixed because Microsoft refuses to fix this ongoing issue with the boot. Now, this here has a brand new installation Windows 10 on it. Now, I can install a brand new Windows 10 on it, but then again, this is another downside to that. I don't have a serial key to that. Microsoft is going to charge me for a serial key. What's the point installing that when I already have a system that was already working functionally fine 3 days ago until they wanted to unlock my computer, turn my location on, turn my VPN on? That's another thing. You turned my VPN on. How the fuck did you do that? How? Unless I didn't turn it on. That's the only way, and I believe maybe I didn't turn it on. Maybe I just logged into the Wi-Fi here. But I wasn't there. It was at UW when this problem started, when I showed it on Instagram. When they didn't want to actually log into the WISC or the UW Wi-Fi, then suddenly it just restarts by itself, and does it again, boots up, restarts by itself? What the hell, Microsoft? So tell me, Microsoft, do you even care about what is going on here? Do you care what kind of damages you're doing to people in the middle of a work day or a work week? Do you even care about the photographer or the videographer in mind, or the gamer in mind, or the illustrator, or the animator? Do you even care about the writer, the music enthusiast? And suddenly their computer goes bloop, because you want to decide to fuck up the Windows System 32 login file and create some bullshit script that fucks up everything for Windows Home Premium users. Now, I'm looking into it, and I'm noticing that Microsoft would not address this issue, not even over the phone, asking me for personal information. I'm not giving Microsoft personal information. If I didn't update it on my Microsoft account, there's a reason why. I don't trust Microsoft anymore, just like I don't trust Apple. So here's the catch, everyone. No content. No blogging, no content, no editing photos, no nothing. The Panda Photographer is out of commission because Microsoft wanted to do something. So now I'm going to go to the Capitol tomorrow morning and file a civil complaint suit against Microsoft. And I want to sue them. I want to sue them for all the damages they caused me. I can't get the project done. I can't get my photos done. I can't post the photos on Shutterstock to make money. This is causing me money. Thank you, Microsoft, for showing that you are not capable of handling the situation like professionals that you are, which you're not, because if you did, this problem would not still exist. After what, 2 and 3 years later, still a problem with Windows Home Premium users? And then you want us to purposely upgrade to professional so you can make a little bit of profit? So we won't have this issue? What happens if we have the issues on professional too? All right then. So with that said, the Panda Photographer is no longer able to actually work and or produce any content because Microsoft refuses to fix it. And not only that, I just wasted money and I just sold a piece of my gear to order to actually fix it. It's just really mind-boggling that Microsoft can sit here and believe that what they are doing is so justifiable, and what I'm doing is, oh, you're a user, you don't know what you're doing. Really, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's go. I don't know what I'm doing. So this is what I'm going to show you. Now, like I said, this is a Windows 10 rebootable disk drive. It was created for that purpose. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you what happens. We're going to do this. More recovery options. And then I'm going to restart. It won't even go into safe mode. Why? I don't know. Safe mode should have been the most practical thing to boot in. And this is what happens. How does a system cannot load into safe mode? How does the system do that, Microsoft? Why is it not going into safe mode? I just sold gear that I could have fucking kept. I just sold audio gear that I could have kept. Why is everyone costing me money? Why? Why are you fucking people costing me money? People in New York, people in Madison, people in Portland, Vancouver. What is wrong with you guys? First you steal my photos, then I gotta take you guys to court, and now all this other crap with Microsoft taking money from my account. That's why I was like, why am I getting charged this? Why am I getting charged like almost $12 for Microsoft what? When this started happening? I don't even use it. They shouldn't charge people if they didn't install it. Microsoft, if someone doesn't install software on their computer, don't charge them. You know you can see it in my account. Why are you still charging me it? The crookedness of business opportunity makes people rotten. When you own a business, you get too rich, you just don't care anymore. Just like photographers. Just like photographers. People talk a lot of shit. Lots of garbage. They talk. That's all people here, dude. If we are back in Paris or somewhere, we don't talk. We just fling bottles, rocks, anything we see. We just throw that shit. Not saying we violent people. When we protest, we're gonna protest. And I'm protesting right now. And what I'm showing you guys right here is why I should just throw this fucking laptop in the fucking garbage. Because I never had problems like this before. Never. Ever. This is why I don't buy Windows Home Premium shit. I always go for the professional package. But instead, I said, you know what? Since it's not gonna, since they want to charge me an extra fucking, I don't know, what was it, $100 for professional? I'm like, no. What is it, $89 for a professional? On top of what I already received on here, should have been a free upgrade. In my opinion, should have been a free upgrade, but it's not a free upgrade. So, we're gonna do this, guys. Blah, 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 down. Watch what I do. It's gonna boot from this USB. And by the way, I also lost a second piece of gear on the way trying to figure this problem out because I was so in a rush because I need to show you guys a video that I created or was about to create about the micro lenses. Because a lot of people, I have an ally in the photography community, David Oster, right? He mentioned something last night about bokeh, and he's right. Bokeh is unnecessary sometimes in a bunch of portraits, and this is why I don't do. This is why I just don't fixate it on portraits all the time. This is why I focus on video, I focus on landscape, time-lapse, light painting, long exposures, and not everyone can do what I can do. No one can walk 744 miles from San Jose to Portland. No one can do what I can. This is why yesterday I was reading the comments, I'm just saying to myself, I'm not an enemy to anyone. People cause themselves to be my enemy because they say the wrong things about me. They don't even know how to say my friend. Just like I had to correct someone, a fellow photographer. Hey, that name is only used for tax purposes. Why are you people calling me that? Not even my parents call me that name. Why are you calling me that name? I wasn't mad at him because it's not his fault. He didn't know. But I did tell another person that, and the person still calls me the name. And I was like, listen, that's not my name. I use that name as an alias. Ask any foreigner that lives here, that works here in the States that's from abroad. Hey, like a Chinese person. His name is Wu, right? My friend, Wu. He likes to be called Danny. I bet you on his taxes, he would put American taxes Danny. But we have to put our country, like right now. I show you. You see that? That's my fucking name. With the hyphen. Foreign country name, France. City, Clovis. Postal code. I'm not even done doing the taxes for this. I'm doing all the losses and everything. Why? Because this past summer and the spring, I made quite a bit of money. But guess what? All went to legal bills. It's a good example why some community photographers don't listen. They don't want to listen. They think they know everything. Just like a comment was said, and I'm going to put the comment out there. Everyone acts like they doctors or don't have a degree. How would you know that? I'm not picking on the photographer. I'm just saying, how would you know that? And a lot of people agree with me in the chats. Bokeh should only be recognized or be really used in micro photography. That was the purpose of, if anyone knows anything about photography, If you look back from the 60s and 50s, when bokeh was a thing, and people didn't have that kind of like, oh, what was it? I read, there's a long article I read. It's in the 70s about bokeh photography, right? And it wasn't even a trend. It started trending only, 8 years ago? Bokeh, 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 right? But hear me out. Bokeh was only mentioned when someone did micro photography back in the day, when they was doing film. Hey, look at look at that blur background. They didn't even call it bokeh. They called it blur background back then. Or abstract art. Abstract art is when you take a camera and you do this. You have it in one spot and you do this, and what you're doing is creating a image like painting. Did you guys knew that? No. Some of you may have, and some of you may not have known that. But that's my point. No one actually really wants to concentrate on the reality of how things should work or how people should respect or get things done professionally. I'm not a professional photographer. I'm an enthusiast photographer that's been self-taught. No one taught me how to do photography, not at all. My parents brought me a camera, thought it would be nice that I get a hobby, because in Japan, I was being picked on and I like to run away from classes or don't go to school. But look at me now. I'm here among you all. But am I getting the respect from Microsoft or from any one of my audience? No. Because everyone has this misconception about who I am. First of all, everyone calls me Panda. No one even calls me Keiki. Only the girls call me Keiki. Everyone that's male calls me Panda. The people here in UW call me Panda. The police call me Panda. The staff here at the library, Panda, right? You want a room, right? Private room? Yes. Come on. Name, Keith, doesn't exist unless it's tax relatable. I didn't put Keith on there because, hey, I have to file the taxes because every single contract that I have signed has Keiki Alexander Denichi Bailey on it. That's why. So if the government wants to look at those documents, which I am going to make copies of, and proof of income, which I already have, I have to present that the way it is. That's how you do your taxes, right? Show the numbers. But right now, this here, ladies and gentlemen, is just absolutely bonkers how Microsoft doesn't give a grats to about you or myself. I spent money today and sold my gear just to try to get this fixed, and not even the best technician down here that is certified, by the way, couldn't figure it out. And they always told me that something's wrong, they locked you out. Don't know why. It's best that you get that hard drive fixed and just reinstall everything back onto the computer. Now I gotta spend another $100 on trying to get the other hard drive, the mechanical hard drive, fixed. And you know what? This is making me think better decisions on who are my allies. Because there's a lot of people out there that owe me money that just disappeared. I know where they are. They think I don't know where they are. It's time for them to pay their dues. Am I right or wrong? Everyone that borrowed money when I was at UW, even my friend Ray borrowed money from me. He borrowed $3,000. Allah borrowed $2,500 and they never paid it back, and just vanished off back to his home country. Then texts me years later. I'm saying, listen, man, if you can't give me back the money, then there's no purpose of you and I talking right now, because it seems like you don't respect anything I have done. My parents looked out for a lot of people, and including myself, and not one person, well, a few people, have looked out for me. Let me explain to everyone on social media and YouTube. Let me tell you my top donators right now. David Oyster donated $200 one day. When my camera LCD went to shit, and I had to buy a monitor, which was troublesome because now I gotta take it out and hook that up to the camera. More weight on the horseshoe mount, unnecessary. Because Because Sony created a flaw in the LCD articulated mechanism. The wire was exposed, causing a ripple effect, which caused the cable to actually get cut in the middle because of stress. That's a flaw. But did Sony ever address it? No. This is why I say companies don't care. Once they make their money, they don't care for the consumer. Just like photographers. Once they make their money, some photographers, not all photographers, but some photographers, once they make their money, they think they the shit. They think they're a professional. Listen, I'm more professional than most of these photographers. I'm having companies ask me to review a lens, review an adapter, because we heard you're doing this test for this lens. Oh, really? How did you hear? Oh, we've been watching your Instagram. See, this is why you guys have to watch my Instagram. This is why I keep telling you in every single video, gotta share, like my content, visit me on Instagram. I keep saying that to you guys. Visit me on Instagram. But do you guys visit me on Instagram? No. I don't think I have one. I probably have maybe out of 1,605 subscribers. I probably have 10 subscribers that's on my Facebook right now. I mean, on my Instagram. Not a single person on David Orser's Facebook group, which is called Photography and Videography School. Definitely recommend to check it out. He's a great influencer, just like Michael the Raven. Big shout out to him helping me in New York. Just came out in a way like, hey, KK, I'm going to help you out. These are the photographers that helped me out big time. Rico Ramirez from California. This dude helps me out all the time. If I need something or an item being shipped somewhere in the States, he'll be like, yeah, send it to my place. He'll hold it down. He'll hold it down for me. He's another fellow photographer and a good father. He understands how I feel as a father that lost his child. He understands where I stand. That's why me and him have a better understanding than most photographers that are parents. They seem to have this misconception because they always have to think, just because we the same skin color doesn't mean we have the same motives or the same aspects in life. I grew up somewhere else. Stop trying to compare your life and stop trying to compare life here to what I lived in Japan or Paris or Canada. No one knew I lived in Canada for quite some time. No one, but the people that pay attention to social media cared. Let me turn this around. So, with that said, I'm dealing with this shit with Microsoft. Then I'm dealing with photographers' criticism, which it's the wrong criticism. It's the bad criticism. It's the criticism that makes them think they have power because they have expensive, $10,000 cameras. Dude, I shot with Epic Reds way before. You can ask my buddy Yuma when we used to do the film productions all over, traveling. This is 2015. You can ask my friend Vaken, Danish. You can go to his Instagram, BMK Photo. And now he's shooting on Panasonics. He's shooting on Black Magics because he prefers Black Magics and then Panasonics, which I do too. Because after I touched the GH4, I was like, with the Metabol's adapter, I was blown away. I was. But I'm not blown away how Microsoft just simply says, fuck you, consumer. We're not gonna fix this script. We're not gonna fix the issues. You guys have two updates. First, if you guys didn't know, Microsoft actually deleted some data back in August 2018. You remember when Microsoft released that patch update and started deleting people's files? Yeah, I was one of those individuals affected. I had to restart my computer over. That's when that hard drive was working. Lucky for me, I was able to have the time and the patience. Now I just don't have the patience because projects are moving in. I have goals set. I have due dates because this messes up my schedule, how I want to present my work. Me making all these live, these lives, I don't really like doing that because it actually disrupts my other content from being seen. And as a YouTuber, I know what I'm talking about. Because YouTube just posted rewind, and I'm sorry, but it's a terrible rewind. How they not focus on the real creators on the platform? See, this is why when companies get rich, they just don't care anymore. They don't care about what is necessary for the consumer or for the creator or for the end user. Like I said, all this adds up. Everything we do ties together. Photography ties into Microsoft. We got to use the computer, right? But some people say, this is why you buy a Mac. Dude, I used to use Macs, and let me tell you why I switched over back from PC to Mac, back to PC. Mac was overpriced, and every time something happened to that MacBook 2012, I had to go back to Apple. You know how many times I went to Apple in 2012? 10 times. They purposely would cause damage to your computer so you can come back. And I sold the MacBook. I sold it. Let someone else deal with the problem. And I told the person, listen, you're going to run into some problems. I'm not sure what Apple is doing, but they're forcing people to buy this, buy this, buy it. Why am I spending $800, $1,200 for repairs when I can take it to a repair shop and get it cheaper? Like $200 repair. $300 repair. That's more practical for me. Oh shit. And it seems like I can never catch a break. Never catch a break. And you guys are probably wondering, so what's the point of you suing all these people? Well, because I want to protect my work. Some people feel that, oh, I wasted my money. Let me tell you, I bet you right now, I bet you $1 million right now. A bunch of these photographers I so-called was talking to me or tried to think they know more than me. You don't know more than me because we are the same. We bleed the same, we shit the same, we piss the same, we eat this. Well, we don't really eat the same because I'm a pescatarian vegan. You may eat meat, or you may not. You might be on the same page as I. But the one thing we do have in common is that we are in the same category, doing the same thing, learning the exact same thing. So, how are you telling me something that I already know when I'm telling you something that I already know from self-taught experience? I know how to engage in public people. That's the thing. Just like I tell you the story, which I already told on Instagram. Last night, I wanted to make a video, but I can't, so I have to like tell you guys. I wish, you know what? I'm not even gonna take the camera out and show you the images. All right. Last night, this woman walks up to me as I was taking a picture, and I wanted to demonstrate why bokeh is unnecessary in portraits. So I was trying to use a tree as an example, as a subject, and this woman walks up to me, and she says, "Wow, I've been seeing you for the last 3 days. Are you like homeless?" I'm like, "I'm houseless." There's a difference between homeless and houseless. Homeless is a person that doesn't want to do anything for themselves and just wants to stay a hobo. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. There's no discrimination here from that. Houseless is that technically I can just go home back to Japan when I want to and live with my parents, but I choose to be more independent. I choose to travel as a travel photographer and live out of hostels and hotels and even take risks sleeping outside because I want to share an experience that no one is not really doing on YouTube. No one. That's why I choose to categorize travel photographer. That's why I invested myself into learning so much of these categories in photography. I invested in Microsoft computers and Mac computers and all this gear. What does it get me? It doesn't really get me anywhere. Only thing it gets me is headaches. Because people always have this assumption, or, oh, I would have shot it this way. Well, I'm not you, and you're not me. I have a different style how I shoot. So Either you accept it or you're not. And that's not criticism. That's just being picky and pixel peeping. That's not necessary. People make an issue out of nothing sometimes when they should just accept it the way it is. And this is wrong with humanity now. I accepted when my daughter passed away, but when I'm not accepting when my daughter passed away, I'm alone. I don't have a sidekick. I accepted that. But what I did accept was to take it upon myself to finish what we had planned and had started. Just travel around the world together. Self-taught. Teacher, just like I taught myself. I'm going to teach you. And we're going to go around the world and have people help you understand and help you be a bilingual person. The reason and concept behind that is to be non-racist and be open-minded. Yes, there's people out there that speak bilingual or racist, but they're not fully racist. They just have a different opinion of how they see things because they have more experience than you do. When you just sit in one country or one city and you don't really go anywhere, where is your experience? There's no experience behind that. Not whatsoever. There's no experience. You're just making shit up as you go along. Or you Googling shit as you're talking to me. I'm not Googling shit. This is me giving you some word advice. Look at my whole YouTube history. And PC hardware custom PCs. So there's a YouTube channel called PCHPC. You see me do a lot of tech reviews on products. Not a gamer anymore. I'm not, but I'm still receiving gamer invites to organizations. Not a gamer anymore. I'm really focused on bringing something more realism to life to those that need some encouragement. If you want to be a travel photographer, these are the things that you may be aware of. You may not run into the problems that I have right away, but eventually you will. Some people are not financially well set like that. When I started it, I was well financially set. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be able to actually move from Osaka to Paris, back to New York, and then after New York, that was the end of it. I decided, what's the point investing when I always want to travel? What's the point investing in renting a place when I'm always want to travel? If I sit at my house, all I'm going to do is just sit there and talk shit like every other photographer. Not every other photographer, but those photographers. I need to correct myself. Those photographers that are sitting there not making content on YouTube at all. They're not making any content whatsoever. But they want to give their 2 cents. I have a website, I have a social media, I have tons of social media. 646studios.com, right there in the descriptions. I got a Patreon. Where's yours? I have a Twitter. Where's yours? I have an Instagram. Where's yours? I have a Facebook. Where's yours? Facebook groups. Where's yours? A Mixing. Where's yours? A Flickr. Where's yours? You Google me right now, ThePandaPhotographer. That's the first thing that comes up is my website and all the social media you can find me. It tells you what schools I went to, when I graduated. It shows you pictures of It would show you pictures of Yuki and I, and then Ayaka and I, my first wife. But it will never show you a picture of me and my daughter because I never post a picture of my daughter. And if I did on Facebook, which I did, I removed it because I didn't feel like it was right for Facebook to share my daughter's pictures, especially a deceased child. You have no right to do that, Facebook. That's my daughter, not yours. That's my flesh and blood, not yours. And that's the problem with Instagram, is that, social media. People take shit too far. Like the Kevin Hart thing with the gay tweets. People, stop. The world is becoming more of an enemy of itself. Then when people, I'm gonna tell you, 80s and 90s were the best. This is when the world wanted to change. 9/11 happened. We were supposed to get together after 9/11 because 9/11 could have happened anywhere. It could have happened in London. It could have happened in Tokyo. It could have happened in Osaka. It could have happened in Russia. It could have happened in India. It could have happened in Istanbul. It could have happened anywhere. But people don't realize that. People don't take it in and say, oh, that could have happened to us. And this is why the world is so damn fixated on hatred and not compromises. It's a shame that the world refuses to compromise and live. As we get older, we learn from our mistakes. Don't tell me not one of you were 20, 22, 23 years old, said something really disturbing, and now as you get older, you're trying to hide it by deleting your tweets. Sorry, even when you delete a tweet, people screen grab it. There's data somewhere floating around. It's called the internet. This is why we created a monster, and that monster is the internet. So what do you have to hide from? I'm quite not understanding that. And for those photographers that don't think I am not hardworking, you have a home, you sit at home, you can sleep, you can eat, you can cook yourself a meal, but I have to go pay for a meal every day, which you do too. You do too. But the difference is that I'm doing it every day while you can just buy a bunch of groceries, save money, and just do what you want. But right now, I'm just angry at everyone that's trying to tell me that I'm doing everything wrong. I'm not doing anything wrong. I just got advice from, look, you're not doing anything wrong. My parents said it. My best friend Tex said it. Kamiko said it. These are family members and friends, close people. You're not doing anything wrong. That's just people out there just jealous of the fact that they hate the fact that what you're doing is something they wish they can do. But that's the thing I just tried to tell you about 10, 15 minutes ago. Can you actually walk from San Jose to Portland in, what was it, and 48, 49 days? Not a chance. I caught blisters on my feet. I had to go to the hospital. And I kept walking the next 3 days with the stitches. Not a trooper. Yes, I got a toe infection from that. Yes, I did caught a toe infection from that. My toe started discoloring because I didn't want to sit and rest a whole 2 weeks. I needed to get to somewhere at a certain point at a certain time. Even though I was actually, 10 days late, 15 days late to my location because I missed an opportunity to make money in Portland. But I made it there. And when I got there, all I was treated was as if I had money. People only wanted money. Those organizations out there in Portland, they know I would help these activists and organizations. But when I went out there for a reason, to call it quits. Because no one looked out for me when I got sick. No one looked out for me when financials got hit. But they want to take money. You guys are probably wondering why you go get money for your parents. My parents don't want to give back the trust fund. And you know what? I don't blame them. And you know what? I don't want it. Because, let me tell you, life as it is now is much better. I can literally say to you guys right now, structurally, I'm seeing how people of the middle class and the poor have to live. And yes, I grew up with a rich family. I had it made. If you look at my Facebook, Keiki Alexander, you're going to see, oh my God, this guy had everything. Cars and, not cars. I had one car. I like motorcycles. Okay? I have an Azaki, 260cc, and a Ducati. and I sold them both. Some people said it was unparenting-like in Japan, and I understood. But you know how hard it was for me to get a Japanese driver's license in Japan? I failed it 7 times. But I passed the driver's test here the first time. So easy. It's so easy that it's structurally wrong. The driving laws are so easy that like a fucking 3rd grader could probably pass the test. Seriously. That's how easy it is. I'm not downplaying the US. It's just now, these tax forms are so confusing. These tax forms are so confusing. So confusing. But if I file taxes back in Paris, it's so easy. So easy. Or in Japan, very easy. But here it's like, oh, you need this form, and then on top of this form, you need it. Oh, you need to present those documents with that form. This is the reason of dual citizenship it's great, but it has its side effects. Now, don't take it from me. I met a New Zealand girl that had American citizenship, and she's like, you know, we're not really American citizens. We like partial. I'm like, yeah, I know. And we have to educate everyone at the hostel. We had to educate everyone at the hostel about it, and no one knew. Not even the manager at this Madison hostel was like, what? Like, yeah. That's why I was telling you, as a photographer, I pay more taxes than any other American. I pay more taxes than the middle class. I pay twice as much as the middle class. I'm suffering. But I'm also upset about how Microsoft and my photography base, my community, doesn't see me as an equal. They don't see me as an equal. I feel like I'm an obsolete person. And you know what? I'm cool with that. You know why? Because when this Lone Ranger becomes something more important to you in the future, don't ask me for favors. Don't ask me for opportunities. I'm getting opportunities for Iric Lens to review lens. Again, Comlight wants to send me adapters to review. Ugh. I heard about you, Comlights. A little skeptical. A little skeptical. But I'm doing what I can only do. And when my parents took my money away, let me tell you guys, it was the most devastating thing. I thought I was going to be doing drugs. I actually thought I was going to be a hobo. I thought I was going to be like, booze drinking. Where am I going to go? My parents won't help me because let me tell you guys, in Japan, there's no safety net in Japan. I just posted a video on my Facebook a couple of days ago about this is why being homeless in Japan is the most difficult in the world. Because there's no safety net, period. Here in the States, let me tell you what they have. Free Medicaid. You got discount Medicaid. You got Obamacare, which is probably getting all over the place. All these Republicans don't like the Obamacare. Okay? You got food stamps for crying out loud. Holy crap. When I told everyone, every homeless man, not every homeless man. So there's a location in Osaka where all the homeless people go and deliver their recycles, right? I said, what if I was telling you, if you go to America, what would you do? What's the first thing they would do? They said they would eat well, they would live well. But they said, and I told them, what if I was telling you they have a system called welfare, where you can get food stamps. They said, what's food stamps? It's like free money from the middle class and the poor that pays taxes. This is why I sit up here and I watch every single one of these folks complain about how the city or the government don't give them what they need when they have the food stamps and the what's it called? The Obama phones. That's another thing. Wait. You get a free phone from the government and you complain it? Most people around the world, like in Ethiopia, have to go into the trash to look for their food in Ethiopia. People literally digging in trash to feed themselves. All these billion-dollar companies can't fix the world, but they want to build bigger facilities and charge you more for a fucking iPhone that's overpriced, or a laptop, or Microsoft want to charge you extra just because you downloaded another Windows because Windows got fucked up because it's their fault. Or photographers try to convince you that, oh, you pay for my work class, it's going to be well worth it. Has any photographers, now mind you, that every time you guys donate to my PayPal, I donate 20% of that. I donate 20% for a reason. I got this conscience. I don't know what it is with me. I always feel guilty. Now, some people, like this guy named Michael, was saying that I'm always asking. No, in your videos you always asking. No, it's the same thing with someone in another YouTube channel. It's like, if you would like to support this channel, the affiliating links are in the description below. It really helps me out when you buy a product. It gives me a kickback. That's the same thing as donating in a different entity. It's the same thing. Financial and Economics 101. It's the fucking same thing. What's the difference with me asking for a PayPal donation of any amount that you choose? It can be $1. You can find it. But you got to buy a product worth $100, and that person might get 10% discount, which is $10. What's so different about that? There's nothing different. When people make content on YouTube and they give super chat, which I'm telling you guys, you're wasting your money. You should rather tell your favorite creator to create a PayPal or some type of money situation when they can get most of the money. 30% YouTube takes from those super chats. So you donate $5, think about it. 30% is getting taken out of that. That's a little bit way over. And you're not making a donation. You're purchasing something. Yeah, you are purchasing something. You're purchasing it for using their services, YouTube services. You're purchasing it for making a purchase of whatever. Now, did you know that the word damn can get your videos demonetized? Mikey the Raven can vouch for this because he showed it on my Instagram when I posted. He was like, wow, that's unexpected. Gotta watch out what you say. But this is supposed to be a freedom of speech. This platform was designed to have people express their thoughts. But no one actually really realizes that anymore. Back in the day, YouTube used to be great. YouTube used to have people that would just like tell stories. And now, if you tell a story, people, hey, you shit don't sound right. Oh, you said this about this gay person. Like Kevin Hart, like I said earlier. Just because he was reckless and young back then, 2008, 2009, you really going to go that far and criticize the man from something that he did years ago, 10 years ago? Are you serious? We grown up, we grow every day. We make mistakes and we apologize for those mistakes. We are learning as we grow. No one is going to have an intelligence span like Superman or Brainiac, if you ever heard these cartoon characters, or like, oh, I should not say that because it's logical that I might hurt someone. I'm not Brainiac. I'm not Batman either. If I was Batman, I'm pretty sure I would break bones. And Batman loves to break bones, just like the Green Arrow. Those two just like breaking bones. But that's the problem. Everyone wants to hurt the heart and the soul, but not heal the heart and the soul. Why? Tell me, what's so driven to you to hurt someone in this process? I'm giving up on the Windows thing. I've been doing it all day, running back and forth. Library here, campus here, computer center. I just wasted $100 today. You know how that feels? I could have ate a really fucking hearty meal. Instead, I got this. A granola bar. It's something. Something. Oh, and seltzer water. That's the only two things I bought without that $100. I could have had me some sushi. I could have had me some fucking miso ramen. Or I could have went to the ramen room and celebrated an event today that Sunju's is having ramen today. Oh my god. But I wanted to get this fixed. That's how dedicated to my work that I am. Forget about having fun, really. I'm dedicated to my work. And that's where the photographers and the people in the community don't realize that I'm more dedicated than most photographers. I work my ass off for a reason. I want to show people that I'm not someone lazy. Not lazy. Look at all the stuff I gotta carry every day just to make content. My last content video was the live podcast talking about Nikon Z6 or the Sony A7 III. Now, have you noticed that video? That video is getting more views, but my other content is not getting views. I got 5 likes and 3 dislikes. Why? Because maybe I mentioned something about Canon, about the ESOR. I still don't think it's a practical video camera. I don't care what no one says. I think it's a great portrait camera, or a landscape camera, or a long exposure camera, but I don't think great for video. I can't deal with that 1.8 crop. I'm sorry, I'm already dealing with the 1.5 crop on a crop sensor. No, not 1.8. 1.8 is like stuffing the fucking bricks down my throat. And now I have to take those bricks, make it into cement, and repaste it back on the building and make sure it can dry again. And then do the process over again. That's how that feels. Eating fucking dirt. And I had ate dirt before. My parents literally put dirt in my mouth when I started cursing a lot. I was swearing the hell out of my... My parents said, where did you learn that from? You. I learned it from you guys. I hear you guys talking about me. My parents were afraid to raise me because I was a black child. They're Japanese. They were afraid to raise me. I hear the conversations all the time when I was a kid. Are we going to get judged? Are we going to get burned? But they only thought about what my mother, my birth mother, really wanted me to become. That's what they were fixated on. They were fixated on my future. But they were afraid that they'd get judged by other Japanese folks. But that was not the case in Osaka, because everyone in Osaka is just friendly. If that was in Tokyo, yeah, maybe that would have been a really bad case. Because Tokyo is just that place. It's overrated. There's a lot of shit going on there. It's Osaka. You come to Osaka, everyone's like, come. Oh. Everyone's friendly. Everyone's good. Even the homeless there don't beg. Not a single homeless person in Japan begs. What happens is they go around and collect cans. They got their own little technique how they collect cans, which is pretty cool. They know when a bag sounds a little light, or doesn't have a can, or it's not usable. It's a unique skill set. Ear, listen. They like to listen and read. That's why you see me reading quite a bit. You see me analyzing a lot of bit. You see us stay away from trouble a bit. I try to stay in as much trouble as possible. But when I'm here in the States, or in Paris, it's just not going to happen. Or London, it's not going to happen. I do miss Japan, but right now, the economy is shit. It's not working out. I told my parents I'm not going to come back until I finish what I started. And as a travel photographer, guys, I really want to emphasize that I'm doing this because, like I said, I had a goal with my daughter. But I'm doing this because no one else is doing it on YouTube. There's other few photographers that are doing it, but they live in the luxury life. They stay in fancy hotels all the time. Yeah, you see me stay at a fancy hotel now and then, but not every single time. Sometimes I gotta be that grindy traveler. I gotta get my hands and my nails crunchy and dirty like this. You see my nails? I gotta get my nails dirty. And that's the problem with some photographers. They think dressing cool or dressing in a certain way is going to get them the look. But it's not the case. What gets you the look is how you present your work and your performance on a daily, not on a weekly basis, on a daily. This is why I don't agree with a lot of photographers. And I don't agree with a lot of photographers here in the States either. Because I got a script. One day, I'm trying to do all this paperwork, and I get all these, I got 6 text messages about this stupid little product. What pisses me off is that I'm not concerned about product. Hey, AV, oh my God, where you been? Are you still gaming? Are you still playing FIFA? He's been playing FIFA. He has his own channel. He likes to play FIFA, so go check it out. So, but here's the thing. Yes, when I always make content, I always ask if you guys like the content, if you guys want to support what I do, you guys can support by hitting that PayPal donation. I have to work, I have to literally I don't like to sleep a lot because my nose bleeds or I get headaches from this is a constant thing. Not only that, where's my pump? Oh shit, see? You guys made me remind myself, yes. These things are expensive. I got 11 cycles left. I don't know where I'm going to get the money now. I had the money to actually get this, but I needed to get the computer fixed. I thought if I can get my computer fixed, I can make in the money. I just got to, I'm not going to be seeing my YouTube check until the 23rd. I made $137. After that, taxes are gone. Right? But that money was for me to buy a ticket out of Madison. Because I don't want to... But that's not going to be enough either. Because guess what? As the community, you folks, you guys don't share content, as I asked nicely. You guys don't recommend my content to other folks. And that's why I'm also suffering. I'm also suffering because YouTube is doing some weird stuff to people's YouTube channels. Just like I said earlier, the whole stupid YouTube rewind, it's appalling. It's upsetting. They're not focused on creators that are making a difference on the platform. They fixated on creators that are causing the problems. But who did I know? I'm probably one of the problems because I complain about it. But that's another thing. If you don't complain about it, like I said, there's a policy, okay? If you see something, say something. You have to. Don't sit there and stand there. If you see a man hit a woman, make sure you stand up and you tell them, you do it again, I'm going to kick your ass. I do it all the time. That's the one thing I really hate. I really hate. You know why? Because my cousin Kamiko got raped. I told this story before, I think. No, I told it yesterday to someone. I'm going to tell you, my cousin Kamiko got raped in Japan. And not going to say by who. Just say he never lived in the country. He was there, and they went to a club. Next you know, she didn't say anything for a whole 3 years. 3 years. She didn't say anything. And she told Chie first. If any one of you guys met Chie or see my Facebook, you know who Chie is. She's like my other half of me, but more versatile, more Asian, more smart and intelligent because she just likes to go and right now she's teaching at the University of Pennsylvania. But yeah, and she told her that Chia told me because Chia knows how I react with men, and she said I know who did it too, and he's still here. And that's when I went to the Navy base and ransacked that shit. Graffiti, fuck you Navy fuckers. Started blasting the place, boom, wrecked the place, trashed the place. Yes, I got in trouble. I got arrested. I got a fine. I don't care. But guess what? Every single Japanese person was like, bravo, Panda, bravo, bravo. I care. I went nuts. I would do it again, and again, and again, and again. That's how I am. Don't piss me off. You don't want to see Kung Fu Panda come out and kick your ass. Yes, some people will call me Kung Fu Panda because I am a black belt. And you don't want to fight me. And you won't even be fighting me. As soon as I see you try to attempt to hit me, I have a move. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to put you in submission where I can break your arm or your leg. Either you make the choice. Or if not, I could just break a rib and just puncture your lung. How about that? I break one of your ribs where your lung is. That's it. But I don't want to do violence. Because when I used to do that, I felt guilty afterwards. I felt bad. But did I feel bad after what happened to my cousin Kamiko? No. Because it should never happen to any woman or any person. Trust me, when I was violent, I accidentally hit someone by accident. And she wouldn't want to talk to me, even though she knew it was by accident. Because I was raging at this guy, calling her a fucking chica bitch. I'm like, chica bitch? She's not a chica bitch. She's a woman, her name. I just like, that was Yuki, by the way, in New York. So I took the rollerblade skates and threw me in the fucking Hudson River. Now go fetch, chica bitch. That's what I did. And that's why I don't socialize with fucking rollerblades in New York anymore. Call her an automated bride chica bitch. Really? Okay. See those rollerblades. That's what I did. Chica bitch that. That's what I did. Am I wrong for doing that? No, I'm not. I don't think I am. Main fact, and guess what? He got those skates. Because you know what? Those skates cost like $400. Yeah. I don't care. What are you going to do? Call the police on me? Call the police. You just harass a woman. So therefore, and everyone right here sees it, like, yeah, man, I'm not gonna, no one's gonna protect some fucking womanizing motherfucker. No way. Are you? I didn't think so. So with that said, Keki's like on the rampage on his live streams again. Yeah, I'm angry because I could have had this done. I wasted $100. It didn't get shit fixed. I felt, this is the thing, I would rather pay someone to fix my computer, even if they don't fix it. They took the time out today, they took the 3 hours today just to try to fix it. And they couldn't fix it. You guys say, listen, I can give you a fresh new key, but you're going to have to pay for the key. No, no, no. I don't want to pay for the key. I already have a computer that has a key. And that's when I was told the Windows Premium always had this problem with Microsoft. But I'm just to a point where I'm doing everything, and let me move up, because I want to be in the frame. I want to be like, let me move up in the, yeah, I want to be in the frame. I want to be someone that people can respect, but also agreed on, and disagree with me on some things. I'm not going to be perfect. I'm never designed to be perfect. I wasn't born to be designed to be perfect. And that's the problem with humanity now. Everyone, if you say something wrong, oh, it's going to scorch you for life. Dude, I said so many things that probably scorch me for life. It's hurting me inside. You don't think that's hurting me inside when I don't think about it? Yes. Things in the past come up in my mind. I'm like, oh man, I wish I never did that. What if I didn't do that? That's the thing that happens with me. It will happen to you too. But the one thing I never regret is being a travel photographer and being right here talking to you. That is one thing I would never regret. Because this is what, if I didn't do or decided to become a travel photographer, because mind you, when I got back into photography, all I did was do portraits of models and fashion. That's why I was in New York and Paris. And I said, no, 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 no. something has to change. Something has to give. Because I started doing long exposures. I was like, yeah, I miss doing long exposures. Oh, I miss doing light painting. I try to do a little gaming on the channel, give you guys a little different taste of what my life is about when I'm not doing any photography. I tried to do that, but you guys didn't want to watch that content. So I stopped doing that. But then I try to show you guys how I lived, which I have a video, homeless for 60 days. That video gave me some kind of retrospect on how many people that actually were following me at the time. And saying, well, we respect that. You saw me literally bathe as I was talking to you doing this iPhone. You see me bathe in a public street with water that I had in a big plastic bottle or a thermos. I lost my thermos. I lost a very expensive thermos. And now I don't have a thermos to keep fresh water in. It was one of those big thermos that had it was 32-ounce thermos. Oh god, that was enough to brush my teeth, wash my face, clean my hair, shaved, clean the underpit a little bit until I get to the gym, because I don't want to go to anywhere that's smelling. But I do. When I do travel, ladies and gentlemen, I always try to get gym memberships where they have showers. But here, I can always go to the campus and use the gym facilities to take showers. See, I got this all planned and covered. You guys don't think I plan ahead and I know what I'm doing. I know where I go, these places. I'm like, let me research what they have here. I do the research before I just jump into a situation that I know I can't get out of. Yes, California was a little bit tricky, but I didn't know California was going to do some things to me, like get gun pointed or get my drone stolen. I didn't know that was going to happen. Or my laptop stolen. I had to buy a laptop, the same laptop from another Chinese guy. Unfortunately, he had to. But the only thing that was different from my Gigabyte laptop from his laptop was that I had a quad core, he had a dual core, and I made do with it. But then again, a year later, like a couple months later, the screen goes dim. Happened, and guess what? For the last 8 months, I was working on that broken screen, giving you guys content, and no one acknowledged it. Other than David and my friend Rico and some other photographers, like, how are you editing the photos with a broken screen? I don't know. I'm just doing it. How do you actually know with the colors? I'm doing this to the screen, I'm in the screen, up and close and personal on the screen. People are like, what the hell? It's nothing wrong with my eyes. I'm wearing contacts, and that's another thing that's financially costing me. And let me show you. These are my reading glasses, but they are broken. See? These are the Oakley Gray St. Barzens, and guess what's broken? The cushion, as you can see. There's no, so I can still use it. Ooh, that's way, woo, the contacts have to come out. But, let me not. See, these are my reading glasses, but that hurts my nose. I can't wear them, so I have to get them repaired. Guess how much they're going to cost me to get them repaired? And I got these glasses, which are made in Paris. You can only buy these in Paris. So, I'm going to show you guys really quickly. Where is it? Okay. It's down here somewhere. It's in here. Where is it? Oh, there they are. Check these out. These are super expensive, and I don't even wear them. I just have it in the bag. These are titanium made, and you can see how this expands out. So if you do ever try to break these, not possible. You can see from the inside mechanism. See the mechanism inside? That's cool. Titanium with a little bit of marble, what is this? Expensive material glass, whatever they call this. And these are made And you can see made in France. See? I don't even wear this. And I have a special little case for them. It's in Japanese, so sorry. But this is a special case for them. And the receipt, the receipt is right here. So, yeah. Now, on this channel, I did Ray-Ban giveaway. And I gave away 3 Ray-Bans. But, I want to do something better than that. I want to give away more if I can find a sponsor to sponsor the giveaway. Because everything that I gave away, I paid for. That's the thing. Everything I gave away, I paid for it. So, and I was pretty satisfied with the results of giving my stuff away. But I need to get these fixed because I'm running out of contacts, and contacts cost money. And YouTube is not making this situation in wintertime better for me because I'm not getting any revenue right now from my photography. Business is so slow. It's like, you ever hear the joke when you hear the whispering, like, and the crickets? That's business right now. Tanked. That's why I was trying to focus on making more content to show you more of the micro side of things. Because a lot of people, some viewers was asking about me, hey, I saw your Instagram, but you don't do enough micro photography. That's true. And then lately I started doing micro photography. I even made a video example of making video content on how to use a micro lens as a videography standpoint. Because as a videographer, I kind of want to like emphasize video a lot because I'm good at the video side of things, but people don't give me the tools to do it. Now, I used to have the tools. I rented a lot of reds. Yeah, I rented a lot of reds. But you guys are like, why are you drinking seltzer water? Well, this is really good, not caffeine free too. Seltzer water is actually really good for your liver, cleans your liver out. So imagine this, every 3 days when I don't eat, and I do this for a reason. The reason why I don't eat every 3 days, and I drink the seltzer water, and that's the only thing I probably could drink while not eating, because your body resets everything. All the sugar and all that chemical, which I don't eat processed sugar anyway. I just keep telling people stop eating that high carb or that processed sugar. That stuff is really bad. And that's the most powerful drug on the planet, sugar. Mind you, it's the most dangerous drug here. It's so highly addictive. 98.8% of people actually eat it on a daily basis. It's so bad. That syrup that you think is good, read the label sometimes. This is why you only buy organic, real maple syrup with real syrup coming from a maple tree. Don't buy processed coloring maple syrup, which is totally disgusting, which is, it just makes me cringe. It makes me cringe just thinking about eating that shit. Because I had tried it before and it made me throw up. Yeah, it literally made me throw up. I'm not exaggerating. Like my body cringed. Like I was having a seizure and I threw up. That stuff is really bad. That's nothing but chemicals. You should put chemicals in your body. Get a juicer, buy a juicer. Yeah, you can eat your meat, but make sure if you're going to eat meat, sear it right. Some salt, some pepper. I used to work in a restaurant, trust me. Sear it right. 2 minutes on one side, 2 minutes on the other side. Then you take the sides, take the flat sides, and you sear that side, and then put it in the oven for about 10 minutes. It depends on if you want a medium rare, if you want a medium done. It depends. Trust me, I went to the Japanese restaurant. I know how to sear meat and cook seafood. It's not. It doesn't take a rocket science to know how to cook meat. My friend Kieran, that used to live here, would tell you too. Like, he would cook meat, and then he'd be like, "I know you don't eat meat, Keki, but can you sear that meat for me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." He likes it when I sear the meat. He's like, "You got this way how to sear the meat right." I'm like, "I don't know. It's something about cooking. It makes me happy too. I like to cook. I used to love cooking for people. Okonomiyaki is one of those dishes. That's why my email is okonomiyaki011. So the 011 is basically this, guys. So I don't want to show you my address or my Japanese address or my Pelican case. You've probably already seen it before, but when you call my Japanese phone number, you have to dial, if you live in the United States, you have to dial 011. That's why I put 011. But okonomiyaki, I can make it 3-5 different ways. 3 to 5 different ways. Because in Japan, each city has their own way how they make okonomiyaki. So here on the campus, everyone was like, "Let's go to Keki's for okonomiyaki." Go to my Facebook, you see my little dinner parties. Dinner parties with, I always win the ladies over. And because I believe women have more of a better palate than men. Men can indulge on heavy things, but women know a good taste. And they can say a little bit more salt. I'm like, okay, cool. And I won't even cry just because of that. They're like, but it's still good. That's why I used to love cooking. And then, yeah, I do miss cooking. Don't get me wrong, I do miss cooking. But the thing is that I can't smell. And a partially taste, and my jaw is just depleted. If I didn't tell you guys, I might have to get surgery at some point because the plate is just, it's moving my jaw when I talk sometimes. So I had this trick to stick something in my left side of my jaw to like not. It could be tissue, it could be rubber, non-toxic rubber, like a soft cushion or something. So, and like last night, as I was saying earlier in this live stream, this woman walked up to me as I was trying to do a bulk image, and she was like, looking at me, she goes, "What's wrong with your teeth?" I was like, "Oh, I got into a car accident in Japan long ago." She goes, "Are you sure, or are you doing drugs? How can you afford all this and do drugs?" I was like, I stopped, like, I was in my EBF when she said it. I was like, I grabbed my tripod and my camera and just walked, and grabbed my bag, put it on. She said, "Where you going?" I didn't say a word and just walked away. I just walked away, and she kept walking, but she kept looking back. I'm like, I kept shaking my head so she could see that she just really disturbed the shit out of it. Disrespectful. And guess where she was from? New York. "What are you doing in Madison?" "I go to school here." That's a couple of other questions we asked before she asked that question. But yeah, she was going to school here. I hope when I see her again, this time, I'm like, just to let you know, I'm a student, I'm a non-member. I used to be a student. I didn't even tell her that yet. I didn't never even tell her that. I was used to a former student here, still part of UW. I was even a non-member. I still like to support UW in some cases, but recently I'm not a big fan of UW because guess what now? At the UW, there's no commercial photography. That means no one can do weddings on the Memorial Union anymore. That's not Madison. That's not how Madison used to be. Now you can't just walk through a wedding dress and take a picture on the lakefront. I believe that the lake is state property, not UW property. You don't own the lake. That's what really kind of draw me away from UW sometimes. That's why I made that log, show you guys the campus tour, because no staff can say shit to me on UW. I'm doing you guys a favor. As a fellow student and a fellow member, I have a right to show my audience where I went to school and why they should go to school here. They have very good programs, but the thing is that they cut too many programs, especially for international purposes. Oh, everything goes to sports. Sports. It's more important. And now, here we go. Oh, that was a big one. But this is my life. As a travel photographer and as someone dealing with the Microsoft issue and dealing with all these problems, it's going to continue. Life is not perfect, people. Don't think it is. Because if you think me having asthma, I never had this, ask anyone. I never had asthma until I got into a car accident. Till I kind of ruptured my lung. That's why there's a scar, and there's a scar like this on my front chest. You can see it. It looks like pigmentation, but it's not. It's actually a scar. So, everyone's like, I remember when I was in New York, right? I was staying at Tech's house one day, and Kenta. He was like, dude, what's that? I'm like, that's this car accident scar. He goes, dude, that shit looks seriously big. It's so big. It's like, comes all the way down. He's like, but it looks faded. Like, I've been healing it correctly and putting all this type of ointments and stuff on it. Because, but man, it's still visible. You can see the V-line, like how they like cut it open, peel the skin up. Yeah, you guys don't want to see that. He's like, damn, dude, you go through so much shit. Like, not even that. The plate, sense of smell. You can see car accident, all this. The injury, the nerves in my finger. I can't play the violin for long times. Yes, I can play the violin and piano, but that's why the people at the hospital was like, play the piano, Keiki. And then one night I was like playing, and then you can hear the stroke in my hand, like mess up the tune, mess up a key stroke, and my hand just got stuck. I couldn't even like, yeah. That's why I'd rather just do photography. But another reason why I'm also doing travel photography is also consistently exercising. Helps my body generate muscle mass or energy. Yes, I should be eating in order to gain energy, but I think I have it under control where I eat every 2 to 3 days, and then like now, this and this is probably gonna last me for 2 days. So gotta make the best of it. Seriously. Yeah. If you gotta live on a budget, you have to live on a budget. You gotta make sacrifices sometimes. So, and that's about being true to your content, but also being very transparent to your audience and making sure that your audience know this information. That this guy's like eating every 2 days. Why? And I just told you guys a little tip about it. The tip is that when you don't eat for 3 days, your body starts to feel really deplenished. That's not just your body or your mind. That's your liver, your kidneys, your stomach telling you that, oh, all those dirty toxins that you were eating before are getting cleansed out. And then wait till the 4th day you eat something. You're going to be like, oh my God, this tastes so good. Your body and your mind just reset itself. You should do that. Once a month, at minimum. Do that. And trust me, you're going to see a big outcome and a big difference. Now, doctors are surprised that I'm able to lift all these weights on my back. They're surprised that I'm able to do what I'm able to do. But I also damaged the plate in my shoulder, plate in my jaw. I actually damaged my foot, which is inconvenient right now. Oh my God, the shoelace is broke again. Oh man. Goddamn boot. The shoelace is broke on my boot. Oh man, that's not good. But yeah. So now I'm just gonna be stuck with this Windows problem, and just wanted to make a log and talk about everything in one log, because I might not make a content tomorrow or the next day or the next day. So I'd rather just get everything done in one video, and so you guys can watch it, and you guys can skip through the parts. If you're watching this later on, you can skip through the parts. I'm not sure how I'm going to put the key lines in each topic, because there's so many topics I cover, and I remember the topics. I just got to put in the timeline in the description, so you guys can just jump into that description. And I used to do that too a lot, but yeah, But now, let me tell you guys, it's a struggle for me because now I'm trying to save money and trying to do whatever because I need to get out of here too. I gotta sleep outside. I have no sleeping bag. But do I sleep outside? No. I kind of hang out inside, go to the UW until like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And then I got, what, into like 5:30 in the morning where there's a place that opens at 5:30, more like a coffee shop. I just hang out in there. But between those times, I'm out doing photography or looking for something to do, or I'm just walking around, or sometimes I'm just standing in front of the Capitol and just looking at it because it's so beautiful to look at the Capitol. And then sometimes I would daze off somewhere in a corner and just like pass out because no one's gonna steal. I never got robbed in Madison. I left my stuff around the Capitol and went to go take photos of my photography the other day. I wish I could. I wish YouTube had like a different setting, like Instagram now has this setting where you can show different videos on top of the videos on your live stream. I wish I could do that, but you're gonna have to go to my Instagram to see it, or my IGTV. I just posted it. You see me use micro photography. It's freezing cold. It was negative 21 Celsius that morning, and I was freezing, so I had to buy these hand warmers. Ooh, which I'll show you. I had to buy these things to put them in the gloves, keep my hands warm. So they're supposed to last 7 hours, but they don't last 7 hours. They last only like 3 or 4 hours, and that's it. But I buy these, and this is my last one. I ate up a whole 20-pack. So these cost like 12, 13 bucks in a box. If you guys want to support the channel so I can buy more of these to stay warm, please make the donation, PayPal please, because I really need more of these. Because these keep my hands warm, because here's the reason. When I was in Iceland, I caught frostbites. And if you ever catch frostbites, trust me, your body will get sensitive to the cold quickly, and you always have it. There's no way around it. So once you get frostbites, you will get it again. And that's why I have to keep my hands as warm as possible, because I caught the frostbites mostly on my hand. Now, I have boots to keep my beautiful feet. And these are also for France. So you can only purchase these in France. So please don't ask me to buy you one or show you link. There's a website you can get it, but the shipping is going to cost you so much money. It's not even worth it. Yes, these are certified Gore-Tex, and they are the warmest boots ever. And they have spikes on the bottom. They used to have spikes on the bottom for ice, but I carved it down on purpose. So what I did was I walked on really concrete ground for a whole month to shave them down. And then when I went to Iceland, I was like, damn, that was so stupid cakey. I needed it at one point. But yeah, I use these to keep my hands warm. Sometimes I'm going to put them in my back pocket so my butt could be warm. Inside tip. But don't put it in your back pocket. Put it in like, if you have long johns, right? Take a piece of electric tape or a really strong adhesive tape. Shake them up first. No. Just shake them up, right? Just shake them up. Put tape on them. Put it in your booty. Put your pants on. So when you sit down and rub and you're outside, keep your butt warm. But it also keeps your thighs. You can feel the heat coming down your thighs. So I don't really recommend it, but that's what I did sometimes. But when it's too cold, I go to the extremes. But yeah. But But as of right now, I'm just hanging out right now. I'm just hanging out in the library using the private room. Again, I'm always using the private rooms. And the staff see me all the time. They know I'm not a troublemaker. So they're like, hey, you can stay in here after my 3 hours. So you only can stay in here in 3 hours, but they allow me to stay here in 3 hours because I've been in here, what time is it now? I only have one watch, so I need to, shit. Oh, I have this. It is 6:23, and I broke my iPod. See, this is what I did. See, I broke my iPod. So I don't have music on my iPhone, because all the music is on here. I want to separate my audio, because I need the storage on my iPhone for all the video content. So, and I have too much music. I have 100 gigabytes worth of music. So, and this is only a 32 gigabyte. So I only can store up to 32 gigabyte on here. So that's the problem. But yeah, then I gotta buy this. I definitely have to buy more of this because I only have 11 cycles left. So, and I gotta take 2 tonight. I gotta take one when I leave here. Uh-oh.
Attention please, the Friends of State Street family are outside of the Fairchild Street entrance on the first floor with food for those in need. Friends of State Street family...
They never have anything vegan. I went to them last time and I was like, you guys have anything vegan? I was like, no, everything is dairy. And I was like, that's okay. So I was like, we sorry. They don't have anything dairy. So I'm gonna waste my time going down there to ask them. Because how many people actually fucking are homeless or houseless that still wants to maintain their diet? Not many. But I've been like this since I was a kid, so I'm not gonna change my eating habits. And plus, if I eat any meat products, oh guys, I would blog that. And you can see how blue I would get and how sick I would get. I'm already sick because I got a cold, so I'm wearing a hat that I normally don't wear. This hat I had in my luggage for quite some time. This hat doesn't belong to me. This hat belongs to Ayaka, my first wife. I keep a lot of my daughter's stuff with me too. I got my daughter's ashes in my pelican case. I got Ayaka's hat. I even got my Buddhist bell. So when I pray, I do my Buddhist chanting when I can. What else? I got my daughter's first 2 teeth with me. That's also in my pelican safe. I even got her birth certificate, my birth certificate. Actually, it's called notarization, but you guys call it, some places you guys call it birth certificates or whatever. Yeah, I keep a lot of my family stuff with me. So, yeah, I know that's I should keep that stuff in a safe place. But when I'm traveling, when I want to apply for visas and stuff, I need to have that stuff on the spot and location. And buying a mailbox here in the States is not really worth it because I'm always moving. I'm not gonna keep paying like what is it, $30 a month. It's $36 for 6 months, where I might not even keep up with it because I know I didn't do that the first time. So, but I need a haircut because I don't want my hair to go too far out. But I sold something, an audio piece of equipment to pay for this fix, and which was a waste. But I'm just sitting here just trying to figure out Yu's birthday. Well, her son, he's turned 2, and I'm like the panda godfather to a Japanese child. Like, yeah, panda. So I miss them though. They in New York. They understand why I left New York too. They're like, yeah, you got really fucked over. I can't believe. I just wish black folks in New York City would just be honest. Damn it. Oh yeah, I got screwed over by a guy for the Halloween party. I could have brought my new camera with that money. If I would have paid decently, if he would have been a respectable client, I could have brought me a new camera. You guys would be like, whoa, what's up with the new camera? I'd have been happy. I probably would have gone through this, but I still would have been happy. I'm so depressed because my camera is about to die. It should have died already. That's the thing, guys. It has over 700,000 actuations. That camera is not supposed to have no more than 500,000 actuations because when I looked online, it said between 350,000 and 505, it said 550,000 actuation. So I'm at the 7. I'm not sure how is it still alive, but there is problems with the camera. So when I take pictures, it doesn't want to stay at the 3:2 ratio. It keeps going back to 16:9 ratio. I don't know why that is. And every time I flick it back, it goes right back to it. It's like it's programming itself. Not only that, when I was showing you guys in the YouTube video a couple of days ago, when I was making the videos, I would shoot my video correctly, one stop or two stops overexposed, and it still understopped my footage by 1.5 stops. Don't know why it's doing that. Then it will boot up, it takes its time to boot up, then it will go to sleep mode, then it takes its time waking up from sleep mode, it takes about 30 seconds. But booting the camera up, sometimes it takes a minute, sometimes it takes 2 minutes, sometimes it takes 30 seconds. But I noticed this, when I have it out in the cold, it boots up within the 30 seconds, but when I have it inside, it just takes longer to boot. Maybe it needs to chill? Or maybe the sensor, it has burned itself out. Not quite sure. Maybe the sensor did burn this. Maybe the sensor is getting too hot when it's turning on. That's why it takes so long time. Now, it did shut off on me when I was recording video the other day. I ran after like 15 minutes. Like, what? Like, what the fuck? This is not Nikon. You can't shut off on me. I don't have a limit. It's supposed to be 30 minutes limit. And I'm pretty sure I shot longer than that before on that camera. Like, I shot a 45-minute video on that because I was doing a live documentary conversation. But yeah, I'm desperately in need of a new camera. I don't know how I'm gonna raise $2,000 because I tried to do the GoFundMe and that didn't work out very well. No one cared. So I just moved on and said, fuck it. Let me try to do it myself and prove to the people that I can do it without, because if that was any other photographer, let me tell you, if that was any other photographer, people would be like, yeah, let me help you, take that. Trust me, I'm not a celebrity photographer, and this is why I don't really want to kind of be one. I kind of want to be someone that is motivated photographer. So, I gotta pack this up. Because I'm gonna be leaving here soon because I have to figure out where I'm gonna go tonight. Okay, that goes there. And that goes there. Oh, and by the way, at night, let me show you guys. At night, let me show you. Oh, crap. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Okay, at night, I always leave this on. For safety purposes. This is a bike light, but I keep it on my bag. So cars and cyclists can see me if I'm crossing the street, if I can't see them, if they don't have a headlight, I leave that on. So they can see the light bounce off the flash. It's like, oh yeah, okay, there's someone there. So I have to think ahead of everything. Turn this off. Damn. Is it me or I'm getting tired or I need to eat something? I think I'm replenishing my energy too much. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. So, and I brought this just to make people in Madison feel better. My heart belongs to a Biogen. But my heart really belongs to Japan. Let's be honest. And Paris. And Canada. I don't know. Right now, I'm just worried about where I'm going to be when it comes down to this photography thing, because I thought this summer was looking great. I swear it. Everything was going so good. I was like, yes, money's coming in. I can pay off my bills. I can pay the Japanese government for my wife's mistake. Pay her so they don't hope her real parents. I can have money. I can pay my bills, and I did. I paid my bills in ahead of advance too. Something told me pay it in 4 months in advance because something's gonna happen, and I did. And that's why everyone's like, dude, you called that. I don't know how you can see the future. I'm like, I'm not crazy. I just want to make people make sure that I'm not crazy. But my Japanese friends and everyone in the joke is like, how do you know that shit was gonna happen? I was like, you can just tell when things happen. I've been out in the wilderness basically and out in the world for so long. You just know when stuff is going to happen, and that's the experience that you get when you're a travel photographer. You just know when stuff is going to happen. You see right before it happens. You just kind of want to stop, back up. We're like, okay, if that guy is about to do what I think he's going to do, because you can tell when someone is moving a certain way or acting very behavior. And for me, I have the education, because I went to school here for psychology education and neuroscience. So I'm pretty familiar with the symptoms of bad behavior, bad energy. You can feel bad energy from someone, like, woo. You can feel the wind of, like, why is there a wind behind you? That's bad energy. Like, wow. And you just look at the person like, ooh, your energy needs to be cleansed. So, and guess what? I can't find the monk that used to be at the UW anymore. She's not here anymore. I'm so sad. She was so cool. She always used to give me a blessing. Now she's not here anymore. I'm so devastated about that. I found that out yesterday, and I was like, she moved on because UW didn't want to, like, something. I don't really know the details, but it has something to do with UW and programs, like I said. But she was so cool, and she was down to earth, and she came to two of my dinner parties, and I cooked a very special miso ramen. Oh, yeah. I was like, how you like that? She was like, oh, good, but better than mine. I was like, that's all I wanted to hear. Better than yours, that's all I wanted to hear. I don't care. I was trying to impress. I always trying to impress the monks, always, because they're the ones that give me the courage and the wisdom that I need. And I always like to get a blessing. And before you do that, by the way, if you ever go to a temple, always bring an offering. Don't come empty-handed. Don't you dare come empty-handed. That's disrespectful. Make sure you bring an offering. If it's a 50-pound bag of rice, bring it. And add some more to that. A little sake won't hurt. There is a Buddhist sake bar in Japan. There's a few of them. And those are really great. They know how to, like, give you guys a really good, like, it's like wine tasting. But you chant before you drink your sake, you chant, you have conversations with the people that are next to you. So it's not about drinking, it's about communicating to the person that you don't know next to you and having a good time. And that's why I go to those Buddhist sake bars and when I'm in Japan, because, like, those are special. Those are like, those make me happy. I'm like, yes. I get all juiced up, like, woo. Yeah, just good things about Japan that I really, really love. And there's some good things about the U.S. that I really love too. But there's some bad things about Japan that I don't like, and some bad things about the U.S. that I really don't like. But I have to live with it. So, I just hope that people respect me for who I am. Keiki. That panda. And I hope people understand that I'm not being aggressive and I'm not being demanding. I'm just asking for a little bit of communication here between you and I. That's the only thing I'm asking for. I'm only asking for you to respect what I do and look at it from my perspective and then add it to you and think about you doing what I'm doing. can you actually walk 744 miles? Because I have a plan to do it again. Why you say that? I was talking to David Ocean this morning about it, and I was like, yeah, I just finally got a check from YouTube, and that's not even enough. And the ticket going to the West Coast is going to cost almost $200. Then again, you have to take another train to a bus, Amtrak bus, to another Amtrak train. Just make a train going all the way through the Western Coast. I don't understand that, Amtrak. Why do I gotta get off a train to take a bus, Amtrak bus to train to Amtrak bus? I'm just so confused by that. Like, just make. I know these trains connect to each other. Come on, Ned, you can do it. But yeah, you're gonna have to pay extra for that because that's a different route. So I was thinking about going to Portland and then walking from Portland back to San Jose because I gotta get to San Jose to take a bus to go to my buddy Rico's house at some point to pick up my lens. Or I could be at somewhere in California where he can mail it to me, but he's gonna be wasting money. I don't want him wasting money. I'd rather go pick it up one day and then go back and take the Greyhound bus, which the Greyhound bus does go there from San Jose. It's only like $18, so then he has to pick me up, but he could just drop off the lens to me and stuff like that because he's a busy person. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm thinking about doing the walk again. This time walking from Portland to San Jose, and then taking the Greyhound bus, or even San Francisco, taking the Greyhound bus. No, I think I want to take it from San Jose because it's cheaper. It's only $18. If I take it from San Francisco, it's going to be like $45. That money that I don't have. And what happens between then, I might not even make content. Because if I'm still stuck on this issue here, with the whole, show you guys, problem that I'm having, which I'm going to show you right now. For those that just logged in. So it's resetting. And this is what it's doing. Repairing automatic load. This is a problem with Microsoft. So if it's doing that, then I'm screwed. See? It's not going to fix itself. And I tried everything. They tried everything. A technician tried everything. And it still wouldn't work. He couldn't figure it out. And this is the problem that I'm having. Show you. Which is the thumbnail. You can look it up. It's an ongoing problem. Now, I tried every solution, but it seems that they locked me out my own laptop. That's what the technicians were saying. Not one, 3. We're saying, wow, something's really weird. Why would they do that? Were you doing something? Did you? No. This happened before. With the updates, and then start deleting all my personal information and data and files from my computer, which is not appropriate at all, Microsoft. So, yeah, oh shit. But like I said, guys, if you guys want to support the channel, there's a PayPal link down in the description below. It will help me out with this problem. Actually, it would help me with my traveling problem because I really want to leave here as soon as possible. Because I'm not sure if I can take one more day of cold weather, getting sick, and I'm running out of warm pads. So you can see my hands, how dry my hands are from the cold. Look at that. Look how dry my hands are. Ugh. Look at my nails. So I'm not sure if I can handle the cold. I like cold air. But you know, I think I had quite a bit enough. You know, from New York and to here to Chicago to here. Yeah. You know, I'm just trying to live day by day. But this is it for me, guys. This is my dinner for the next 2 days. Seltzer water and a granola bar. Actually, granola bar has a lot of benefits behind it, to be honest with you. There's a lot of good factors behind it. So you guys are probably saying it's not processed granola bar? No, this is a high protein granola bar, apparently. So that's why I'm trying to savor it. That's why I didn't open it yet. Because one day I'm going to feel like shit and like, oh, I can't carry this stuff, which has happened to me hundreds of times. I get so wiped out that my body doesn't want to function. And this is where this kicks in. So I kind of want to savor that. So I'm going to probably put it back in my bag because I really don't want to eat it. So, yeah. Then you're going to have to go out another day without food, I guess. And I don't like to eat a lot of places because you guys know I get food poisoning a lot. But I'm afraid of these places that serve food, so I just stick to myself. But I want to ask a question to my audience. Is it possible that anyone can help me fix this hard drive issue? Not this hard drive. The hard drive that fried. The PCB board got fried. Now, I can buy the same hard drive from Amazon, right? And I can replace that PCB board with it, and it will work. And these three guys are like, yeah, that sounds like they would work better. If it's the same hard drive, same specs, yeah, just put that on there, let it run. Let's let it run. Give it about 30 minutes because it has to keep up with the cache on the hard drive because it is a hard drive, not an SSD. You see if it works. It should work, and if it does work, it most likely will work. I can salvage that data and put it on it's my daughter's photos also on there as well. Because I was trying to make space. I was trying to make space for the thumb drives, and I get my thumb drive corrupt. Both thumb drives corrupted, by the way, both. And not very happy with that. I really want to salvage those photos of my daughter. That's the only thing I have that I can look every morning. So I'm not sure if you guys do this or not, but don't you look at your children? If you're a parent, you wake up in the morning, you look at the picture of your children. That's what I do. When I turn on my computer, I like to log in and just say, time to start the day, Nami, and wish me luck. And that's what I do. And then I have it on my phone. I have one photo as my wallpaper on my phone, on my iPhone. So I haven't seen my daughter's pictures in the last like fucking 3 days, other than the one on my iPhone. I just want to look at the other ones because it kind of motivates me to do what I want and what I need to do. But I don't know. I need to get back to these tax forms too. Kind of been lazy with it. So yeah, kind of getting lazy with this stuff. But I need to actually figure this stuff out. If any amount of the line is 30, yeah, whatever. See, I gotta do all this stuff, which is part of a new policy that my lawyer and my parents want me to do, is that do your taxes now, so the government won't be on your ass about something that it should not be about. But yeah, I'm just trying to do what I do best, is live day by day, and I do what I can, and at least I'm not doing this. At least I'm not robbing people, selling drugs, being an alcoholic, or doing drugs. At least I'm doing something positive with myself and keep myself doing something motivated. And I recommend doing that I recommend you doing that as well, because you kind of want to structure yourself to be active, and you don't want to be in this place where people are going to judge you, because that's why these homeless men and women here, I've never seen a homeless woman before in Japan. It's rare, but here, plenty. But that's why they get judged. And I always tell people you shouldn't judge. Maybe they have some mental health issues. Maybe they didn't get the right assistance, because some people got ADHD. Some people have bipolar, which is part of ADHD. Some people have mental health issues. Some people can't maintain a job because maybe they're not structurally educated enough to know what to do right from wrong. Because I've seen results, data here in the States where people when people have grown up as kids, they've been exposed to chemicals, and then that does affect the brain's uh, motor skills and learning. And that's why I tell people it's not their fault. It's all our fault. We have to fix the problems together. It's not going to just heal itself. So, but I just wish the world was a better place. I want it to be. I really always think about being a superhero. I always think about being Vegeta. If you guys don't know who Vegeta is for Dragon Ball, he's my favorite character. He's such a badass because he's short, like me. He's stubborn, like me sometimes. Well, he's actually really stubborn. And that's what I like about him. Because when he's stubborn, he's right. And that's what I like about, because Goku always has to be the fucking hero. He doesn't have to be it. And that's what I liked about Vegeta, is that even though he may be stubborn, Principal Saiyans, and has Bulma, which is also stubborn, she reminds me of Ayaka. That's why I liked Vegeta in Dragon Ball. Always have, always will. Namcha, what a puss. Tien is actually a better character than Namcha. But Namcha is all about riches and fame and trying to get girls. But one of the secret characters, like, that's just me trying to develop a skill set. And I like to animate things sometimes, which is, I know it's not practical. But sometimes I just wish I could change the world for the better. And make sure that people can do the right thing to other people. But you can't force that on people. And it would never happen. As long as there is hatred in the world, you can only fix the problems step by step. But I also believe that one day, humanity is going to wake up when a really big threat is going to happen. And it's already too late. And you know what? I'm not really afraid to die. I came close to it. I say this because, be very transparent, I tried to commit suicide twice. When I woke up from my coma, I found out from my daughter that she was no longer with us. I fucking flipped out in the hospital. I flipped the bed. I broke my stitches, my cuts. I totally went apeshit. I had to go back into surgery. I flipped out. They had to knock me out. They literally had to tranquilize me. They had to strap me to a bed and fed me. They had to bed feed me in bed because I was strapped. Because I was. I remember like yesterday. I went super fucking Dragon Ball on everybody. Kamehameha on the whole hospital. Yeah, I went Kamehameha on the whole hospital. Like, Galactic Gun, Vegeta, boom, I don't care who is in my way. I literally can remember it just like yesterday. I was angry. It doesn't make me angry now, but I should never did what I did in the hospital. But it was that moment where my life changed. I gave up everything. And I decided to not pursue anything in life anymore. I gave up at some point. I started drinking. Wait. I left the hospital after like 32 days. And the first place I went to was Izakawa. And started drinking. I brought a whole fucking bottle of sake. Mind you, a bottle this big. Remember, drinking is allowed in Japan on the streets. You can drink a sake, you can drink a beer, because everyone's responsible. I drank the bottle, put it in recycle like a normal decent person. Went to another one, got drunk for 3 months. Drinking. Yeah, that's when I decided to move to Paris, healed, take time. That's when Hani Seba was like, hey man, where you been? You disappeared. Nabi's gone. And he was like, whoa, what? Yeah, he's another photographer, Australian. Great photographer. Shooting for Sony, I think, now. Always doing the Sony and Semie thing. He's an ambassador for Semie. He kind of like was like, I don't know what to say. Something just said. Just, I don't want to be bothered. And he did nothing wrong. I kind of disrespected him, and I feel bad about that. And he understood. He understood. We still talk, but he's a busy pro photographer now. We used to always compete. 2012, 2013? 877, 877 Mark II. He upgraded, I upgraded. He was actually shooting Nikon at one point, and I was shooting at Nikon one too. And that's when we was like, let's get Sony. And he was a good friend. It always will be. So, and yeah. And that's where I was like, let me just do the photography thing. And I stopped drinking. And then the first place I came was San Diego. And I met Jessica. Then we came here. Then we traveled. And I started traveling all over the place. And making a name for myself. In 2015, that's when everything changed. Having clients, I was still actually trying to get a hang of time lapses too. Because I was like, well, let me just do that. My first time lapse was like, me walking into San Diego with my Pelican, with my French flag and my Japanese flag on my Pelican. Like, yeah, I'm going to rule this city. Now, I just had fun. I didn't want to rule. I just wanted to have fun. But, anyway, how long is it? Oh my god, 121 minutes on this live stream. Holy snappers. Alright guys, I gotta go. But, because I need to prepare for the cold nights that is ahead of me. And I'm tired and I'm sick. I'm gonna save this for a rainy day, this energy bar. When my body's completely out of it. So, this is actually it's going on day 3 without food. So, I'm going to save this when I'm probably going to eat this on my 5th day. Because 5 days without food should cleanse out all the toxins and whatever that I was eating. But that's mostly like bananas and fruits. So that's not really, I'm not going to feel any different. That's why I was telling you guys earlier, if you eat a bunch of junk food and all that stuff, just try not to eat for 3 days. You see why your liver is your liver is actually resetting itself, your brain, your body, and trust me, when you eat something like a tomato, try a tomato, you're gonna taste something more potent. You're gonna, oh my god, that's so good. This is why people that eat too much I'm just gonna say, eat it for granted. People indulge on soda pops. Don't drink soda pops, people. That stuff is chemical. It's so bad for you. Tea. Drink coffee at least. Come on. Don't drink soda pop. That stuff is so bad. It's like, you don't want to drink that. It's so bad for you. You know what that does to your liver? Like, chemical. Don't drink that stuff. Drink some seltzer water. Shit. Have a protein granola bar or something. Or a banana or a pear or fruit. Yeah, you can indulge yourself with potato chips now and then. Make sure it's organic potato chips. Oh, the best potato chips in the States, I swear it, hands down, Kettle. Kettle, amazing. Eat those instead, because those are GMO, gluten-free, natural salt, no preservatives and all that crap. Kettle, Kettle. Look for the chips at any supermarket. Well, not any supermarket. Some supermarkets don't want to carry it because it's very expensive. It's not expensive. Now, if you go to Safeway, you can probably get a good deal. They're normally like 2 for $5 at Safeway. I noticed because when I was in California, they were 2 for $5. I was like, buy the salt and pepper. Or sometimes I would just get the plain, which is just the Hawaiian salt. Perfect. But if you guys want to support what I do, and there's a PayPal. Really, it's going to help me out. I really want to get my hard drive fixed. If you guys can help me with the hard drive, this is what I would rather you guys do instead of donating to PayPal. If you guys can go to my email now, I'm going to spell it out for you. So it's K-E-I. Actually, let me type it in. Be better. Can I type it in? What's going on here? Whoa. Do I have option? Wait. Okay. Wait. There we go. Let me try to type this in. Okay. No. I don't want that. No. What's it doing that? Damn app. Okay. I guess I'm having difficulties typing it in. Okay. So, it is my Amazon account. Email is KEIKINYC011@gmail.com. Buy me a gift card instead, so I can replace the hard drive, so I can get this computer running. Because if this is not working, then I have no choice to do to that hard drive and recover it. I'm going to try to replace that PCB, so I'm going to have to buy the same hard drive. The hard drive is $70 plus what? 2-day shipping is like $85-$90. So, yeah. I want to just try to get I just want to keep myself busy and get my work done. And I have a video I want to show you guys of the crystallization. If it's so cold the other day, I have photos of beautiful photos of some micro photography of cars. They like the tail lights and everything. Oh my goodness, the crystallization from the frozen cold air. It was so beautiful. It's like symmetric. The window was so symmetric. Damn, I don't know do you guys want to see it? There's 2 of you guys in here. Do you guys want to see it? Say yes or no. That's all you have to say. Yes or no. Because it's so beautiful. Oh, I want to get in the Lightroom and fucking retouch these photos up and show you guys in the video. Maybe that's a good thing why I shot 16:9. Because, I don't know. Who does that? Who shoots 16:9 on photos? Not many. Well, you can do it for video, I guess. And maybe it's more practical for video. I don't know. I'm just taking a while, guys. But, yeah. So, other than that, yeah. K as in Keith, E as in Edward, I as in India, K as in Keith, I as in India, N as in Nancy, Y as in York, C as in City, 011@gmail.com is my Amazon. So you guys want to buy me a gift card? That would be better so I can buy the hard drive. And the hard drive that I'm talking about, I guess I can show you. Ugh, get sick. Alright, got the gaming mouse. Okay, got the Anchor 3.0, so I can plug multiple 3.0s, but this actually has issues when delivering it, so it's best that you kind of don't want to use this with 2.0. I put it in here. Let's see. So, you see that transistor right there? It got burnt. This BCB needs to be replaced. Now, if I can buy, I already have this in my wish card. This same hard drive. Okay? If I can buy the same hard drive, all I have to do is replace this BCB board with the new one, with the one I would buy, and I can get all my work done, I think. Yeah. Then again, I don't want to reset my computer. Then I would have, you know what? Let's just reset the computer and just install everything back over again. That's what I'm going to have to do, like I did last time. So that's the only way I'm gonna get this computer fixed. So you can see it is burnt out right there. Not sure you guys can see it. If it focus, don't focus on me. Stop focusing on me. Okay, let me focus on this. See, you don't have touchability. It's not focusing. Alright, never mind. Oh well. I'll try to show you guys. So I'm going to keep it in this case for safekeeping. But just to show you guys something. Also, let me show you guys something before you guys leave. Just to show you guys that it does turn on, but it doesn't spin. I think that transistor helps the disc spin, and that's the problem. Got the cable here. Oh man, what is going on? Oh. Okay, just put it in 3.0. See? It turns on. See that? But it's not spinning. That's because the transistor is blown out. But it's still showing power. So, yeah. I can't believe I just sold my fucking shotgun microphone. Just got that fucking damn thing. Oh man. I hope I don't regret it. I hope I don't regret it. Because I'm really trying to fix this computer. Thank you, Microsoft, for fucking everything up. Thank you. For screwing everything up, Microsoft. You bunch of jackasses. This is how you treat your consumers. Okay. Civil lawsuit. How about that? Yes, civil lawsuit, Microsoft. Because you just caused me tons of agony and pain for something you could have just easily fixed a long time ago. And apparently this is an ongoing situation with Windows Home Premium. This is why I'd rather have Windows Professional. Let me put this in here. Because I don't want it to freeze overnight. And I'm afraid that's another thing too. My stuff getting to a certain... When I open my bag, everything's so cold. I'm not sure if I should like... Oh, snap. It is supposed to snow. It's already snowing? No. It's supposed to snow for the next 3 days. I don't know how I'm going to manage being out there for 3 days. And I don't want to stay in a men's shelter because I don't want to show them my passports. Because, let me tell you, these people get money off every single person that comes to a shelter and be like, oh yeah, this person asked for service. I didn't even ask for that. And besides, I don't think I can say it anyway. Because all this stuff would be gone. And I used to volunteer for this homeless shelter. It's not dangerous. It's just that you got people you got people that are not... Okay, let me tell you. You got the local Wisconsin homeless people that don't want these other homeless people here because they're destroying everything that this city has worked hard for. Then you got these new homeless people like bringing all types of new drugs. First of all, meth never used to be in Madison. I don't know when the meth came from, but now people are strung out. You got young people strung out. Like, you know what happens when you're strung out, right? Your senses get intensified. So I was in that room the other day making the live stream, and they complained that I was talking too loud. You heard me through that thick of a wall? Yeah. What drug are you on, buddy? And I know this for a fact, that that's what drugs, well, that particular drug, or what's the other drug, guys? The other crystal crack, whatever they call it. That stuff, your pupil stuck up. Yeah, that's what was going on. And even the librarian was like, yeah, it looks a little bit. So listen, we're not here to judge, but if they shooting up in the library, I got something to say. Don't bring that shit in the library. And I think that's what some of them are doing. They're bringing that shit in the library. They're going into the bathroom. They're coming back into these private rooms, and all they do is sleeping in the rooms for 3 hours. That's what they're doing. They're using the rooms to sleep. They're not even studying. They're using it to like put their head on the table for 3 hours because the staff is not gonna walk in there. Well, they will. They could walk in here and say something, but. Put that in there. But thank you, everyone. Whoever watched for this long, I really do appreciate your time. I really do. But I gotta get back to the tax forms and stuff. Because if I don't finish these, I'm gonna be screwed. So, new toys you can play with. Well, these Instagram sellers, these Instagram products, they're like emailing, hey, you want a new toy to play with? I'm like, yeah, I can't even get the computer working. How can I play with a toy and I can't get the computer? They're talking about camera gear. See, a lot of these companies are now contacting me. I must be doing something right, but YouTube is not improving it. This is why I do a lot of Instagram streaming more than I do YouTube. I do like at least 10 Instagram streams a day, and IG. Well, I started to do IG, but yeah, I need to rob a bank. That's what I need to do, and I do not recommend. That's just me going off. But anyway, guys, thank you for your time. And hopefully I get this Microsoft issue figured out, and hopefully I can get out of Madison and move on and do some great things, and hopefully get this computer running. But other than that, you guys be safe out there. Enjoy yourself, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. And please don't follow the wrong crowd. Like, if you're young, trust me, you got time to go to school and educate yourself and help people in the world that need it. Even if you don't have it, just try to be there for someone mentally. Because today in the world, the society we live in, we gotta be there mentally for each other. And it's kind of, that's what upsets me about the photography community, because everyone so-called claims they're there for each other, and I'm angry at these photographers because they're the ones that preach this shit, and then they two-faced turn your back on you. As you did something to them when they're the ones that got out of line and spoke out of line in the first place. When they spoke out of line when they know nothing about what I'm doing. Act like they have experience. When you don't have experience of traveling. You don't have experience as a travel photographer. So stop pretending and be on par. Watch my content, and you understand that you're not doing exactly what I'm doing. You're not walking from state to state. You're not selling your gear to fix your computer. You're not carrying almost 200 pounds on your back. Actually, 207 to be exact. Yeah. And thanks for everyone that actually did donate it to buy this. Because Pelican refused to replace my Pelican 1510 case, but I want to show you once again, guys. Ooh, let's roll this bad boy over here. I'll show you guys. All right, and boom. You see that little personal hand truck? Look at the wheels on this bad boy. Look how. You guys help me buy this hand truck because Pelican refused to fix or replace my Pelican case because the wheels are not broken, and the back, the handle, the back handle support is coming off because the screws is broken. Someone told me to put epoxy on it, but listen, this rolls better than the wheels. Look at these hard. Look, that's what happened. You know how that happened? Salt from outside. The bearings they use are cheap bearings. Don't recommend it. Even if you replace the wheels, which I did, You guys see the video of it already in the past, right in Portland, when I changed the wheels. They were working, but the bearings are not ideal. This Macklin hand truck, not sponsored by them, but this is called a Macklin hand truck. This thing has 3 levels. So, let me show you. This is blocking. I can do it. See this red piece here? Goes down like that, all the way down. See? So, it's transportable on a bus or a plane, which is very convenient. It can slide up, all the way up. Oops. Oh yeah, I got this loop. Damn it, I got this loop pretty bad. But you guys get the point. It's much more easier to transport all the stuff. So, as you can see, it's much easier on me. And I don't have to use too much manpower. Because when I was using the Pelican, it was just too much hand power. Because I was struggling with the wheels. But, thank you guys for... It's been a week now, and it's been working really well. So, thank you for helping me buy this. So this is like $50 total with the shipping. So it's worth buying one of these hand trucks if you have a lot of weight and a lot of camera gear too. But with that said, everyone, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the